I knew who Stevie was, but after a lot of convincing, I guess he really just don't know how to be serious.
Making sure that she was loved the way she wanted to be loved and cared for. It wasn't her, it was me.
It's cool, we live, they see
I hate you. Please leave me alone. Please, I hate you.
Faith Evans recently shared some of the most honest details she has ever given about her relationship with Stevie J. What she described goes much deeper and darker than anything that appeared on television. It starts with a man who was chasing her while his girlfriend was actually in labor with his 6th child.
I met Stevie J not as Stevie J, this guy with Bad Boy.
It ends with police showing up at their home in the middle of the night, him demanding spousal support, and a grown man asking his wife to pay his legal bills as he left the marriage.
Now, American record producer Stevie J is asking a court to order his estranged wife.
This is the complete story of what really happened between Faith Evans and Stevie J. To understand why their relationship affected so many people, you first need to know how long they had been in each other's lives. They weren't strangers who just met. Stevie had been around Faith since the mid-1990s. She was the first female artist signed to Bad Boy Records, and he was one of Diddy's in-house producers on the Hitmen team that created many major hits of that era. They worked together and stayed in the same circles for over 20 years. They had real long-standing history.
I met Stevie separate from all of that, way before Stevie was a part of Bad Boy.
Their connection went even further. After Faith lost her husband Biggie in 1997, Stevie stayed close and became the godfather to their son CJ. For a long time he was like family, someone she trusted completely, not someone she saw romantically. That trust is exactly what made what happened next so shocking. In 2016, Faith traveled to Atlanta to record The King and I, a tribute album using Biggie's vocals. Stevie was brought in as one of the producers. During one of those emotional sessions, he suddenly kissed her. She was completely caught off guard. She told him to stop and later shared on TV once uncensored that she had known this man for over 20 years and had never once looked at him that way. But Stevie didn't stop. He kept pursuing her for months. He spoke to her close friends and made it clear he had real feelings for her that he had carried for years. Faith eventually gave in.
One of them sessions, Stevie came in the booth and kissed me, and I'm pushing, it was way.
What Stevie didn't tell her at first was that his girlfriend, Jocelyn Hernandez, was pregnant with his child at the exact same time. Jocelyn gave birth to their daughter Bonnie Bella in December 2016, right while Stevie was still chasing Faith. That was the shaky start of their relationship. The problems appeared quickly. Just 2 months later, in February 2017, a woman named Liz went public on social media claiming she had been dating Stevie for the past 7 months. That timeline overlapped with the time he was pursuing Faith. Liz said she had been paying his bills and buying him expensive jewelry. She also claimed Faith had sent her threatening emails and photos of positive pregnancy tests. Faith never publicly responded to those specific claims. Faith pulled away when she learned Stevie was still in contact with Jocelyn. They broke up for a short time, but Stevie worked hard to win her back. He later told The Breakfast Club that getting dumped pushed him to step up and do better.
Jocelyn was upset with you, or was it for the show, or was she dead serious?
Not to my knowledge. I didn't know anything.
On July 17, 2018, while they were in Las Vegas, Stevie suddenly told Faith they should get married right away. Insiders said he rushed the ceremony because he knew if she told her friends and family, they would talk her out of it. They got married in their hotel room with no rings and no family present. It was Stevie's first marriage and Faith's third. Her son CJ, who was 21 at the time, found out from other people that his godfather had now become his stepfather. Just 2 days after the wedding, Jocelyn posted text messages online showing that Stevie had asked her to marry him only a month earlier. She said she turned him down.
I should have known Faith would find out that I wasn't faithful.
Not about to play me.
Faith, where you going?
In February 2019, Stevie told People magazine that things were going well and they had finally bought their Real wedding rings. On their reality show Behind Every Man, cameras showed the real struggles in their marriage. Problems with communication and adjusting to married life. Stevie himself admitted he had spent his whole adult life living like a single man, and learning to be a husband was hard for him. He also said caring for Faith's son Ryder, who is on the autism spectrum, pushed him to grow in new ways.
On you at your house?
Yeah, but that was, I was just in my own head.
By the middle of 2019, they had briefly unfollowed each other on Instagram. Stevie began posting emotional messages on Twitter about faithfulness, insecurities, and things not lasting forever. They still appeared together in public and looked fine at events like Essence Festival, but the problems kept growing. In December 2019, Stevie posted again, including a tweet saying, "No woman is faithful." The next day, he claimed his account had been hacked. Most people didn't believe him.
It's cool. We live. They see it.
you. Please leave me alone. Please, I hate you.
Things got even worse in 2020. On the night of May 14, 2020, police were called to their Los Angeles home after 1 a.m. following a heated argument. Officers saw marks and scratches on Stevie's face. Faith was arrested on a felony domestic violence charge but later bonded out. The charges were eventually dropped because Stevie chose not to testify against her. He later said publicly that every couple goes through rough times. A video also surfaced showing them in a raw argument where Stevie accused Faith of cheating. In the video, Faith did not deny the accusation. Later, after the divorce, Stevie said in an interview that the cheating claim was not true. He had just been overthinking things in his own mind.
Shit happens, you know what I'm saying?
The argument that
I mean, it's like, shit.
By October 2021, the couple had separated. In November 2021, Stevie filed for divorce, asking for spousal support and for Faith to pay his legal fees. There was no prenup. Many people remembered the earlier claims from Liz about financially supporting Stevie, and now here he was asking his wife to cover his costs as he left the marriage. Stevie also had a past record of owing over $1 million in child support to several mothers and back taxes. While the divorce was moving forward, Jocelyn posted on Instagram making serious accusations against Faith, including hurtful comments about Ryder. Faith's legal team responded strongly. The divorce was finalized in 2023.
I don't believe I was making sure that she was loved the way she wanted to be loved.
Even while the divorce was happening, Stevie kept posting public messages apologizing to Faith and saying he wanted to rebuild their relationship. On Mother's Day 2022, he wrote that he had disrespected her and asked for another chance. At the same time, his lawyers continued pushing for financial support in court. In interviews, Stevie took responsibility, saying he had not loved Faith the way she deserved, and that he had entered the marriage still living like a single man. Faith has stayed mostly quiet about the marriage since the divorce. For a woman who has spoken openly about many difficult parts of her life, her silence on this relationship says a lot. She has said she doesn't regret loving him, and that she learned from the experience. She has been careful not to see herself only as a victim. Faith continues to deal with grief after losing Biggie's mother Voletta Wallace in early 2025, and now faces a lawsuit from Voletta's estate over a major $100 million music catalog deal involving Biggie's rights. Their relationship with Stevie J lasted roughly 7 years, from that first unexpected kiss in the Atlanta studio to the final divorce papers. In a life filled with many hard chapters, this one left its own lasting mark. Faith has been through a lot, but she is still standing strong.